Hi, my name is Rebecca Chrisfield, and I'm the financial administrator at the Advent. And so today we're going to be looking at the devotion for Tuesday and Holy Week, and it's known by name. Listen to me, O coastlands. Pay attention, you peoples from far away. The Lord called me before I was born. While I was in my mother's womb, he named me. Isaiah 49:1. One of the first things we want to know when a new child enters a family is their name. When someone we know begins a new relationship and it's looking serious, we want to know their name. Children begin to understand the significance and power of naming when they are invited into the process of naming the family pet. Many of us have strong preferences for and association with our names or nicknames. Choosing, knowing, and sharing a name moves us from a position of distance from a person to a closer relationship with a particular someone we know by name. In business or professional circles, being invited to call someone by their first name rather than by their title shifts the nature of the relationship. If naming and knowing a name has this much power in our human relationships, just how much more astonishingly amazing is it that God always has and always will know us by name? We are the much loved child of God. And what's most astounding and almost beyond comprehension is that God welcomes and longs for us to call God by name. In our human frailty, even during those times when we stop calling on God, nothing we could ever do would cause our Creator to stop calling our name and longing for the sound of our response. On this Tuesday in Holy Week, I invite you to pause for a few moments and open your heart to hear that you are a much loved child of God. So, how to make it personal? How might you invite your heart to hear the reality that you are a much loved child of God? Reflect on the reality that God longs for the sound of our response. What is the name you call God? And how did you come to know God by that name? So for me personally, looking at the verse from Isaiah and pulling from Jeremiah where it talks about how God knows us by name and he knows all of our story before we were even created, it shows the great love that God has for his children. And there's three names that I associate when I think about God. The first one is Savior. He sent his Son to die on the cross to save the world. The second is Lord. He is holy and sovereign. Just as he knows my name, he knows the struggles and the wins I will face each day, and he is in ultimate control of my life. The third is Father. I have been adopted as a child of God, and it also speaks of the personal relationship that I have with him. The Lord is worthy of our praise, and reflecting on all that he has given, especially during this Holy Week, returns to him the glory that he is due for all his wondrous deeds.